and we'll pan out into a long shot, so like almost isolation. In scene 2 will be a transition to the music shop, in which the main character is working, and he's doing like various activities such as like cleaning instruments and whatnot. And also the voiceover there, so it gives you an insight to his like personal life and stuff like that.
So it starts with the voiceover dictating the narrative.
The voiceovers, dictate, and it almost gives you, it basically gives you an insight to the main character's like his background and whatnot.
In terms of voiceover, has anyone written up any kind of, for example, what would be going over the scenes, or is that still ongoing thing?
Ongoing. We just had a conversation of where we're going to
We just like structured dialogue, so that's the first 2 scenes. Then we've got a second scene where we introduced a leading female character. So both characters are basically portrayed as like it's always an isolated environment. So she'll be walking alone, like a long path. So to show this, and the voiceover continues and then it goes into a long shot. And then she walks into the park, and then we'll also have a panning shot with her walking towards towards Kevin White's
place. When she's walking, she's just walking. There's nothing else.
She's walking. There's nothing else.
Okay.
But
it's not with just silence. We'll still have.
Yeah, it won't be just silence.
Over music that we're using from.
Okay, so the male voiceover is for the male introduction. The female character doesn't have a voiceover, or does the male voiceover go over to the females when there's none?
No, the male's voiceover carries on.
In terms of when you see the female,
it carries on.
Okay, so the story's told through his eyes more.
It's through his. He's like the figurehead, basically.
Oh, is it actually like the character voiceover?
Yeah, it's the character.
Yeah. Oh,
it's not the.
I thought it was like
a.
I thought it was like.
He's basically the main figurehead, basically. Okay. And then we get to a close up of the Kevin, the main character, and you can also have the over the shoulder shot when he's walking, and also another panning shot.
See, the problem is you've got a lot of walking shots there, but what information is it given to the audience?
No, but this is just going to be because this basically just outlines. Because we've outlined the male character's like background and whatnot, and then you introduce how they like, not how they meet, but it's like a scene where they're both together, and it shows like. So
which was that scene? That scene when they meet.
That's when she's just walking across
the park.
It just shows like an over the shoulder shot when he's looking. You know, it's like the camera follows his like head.
So this is the first time they've seen each other.
This is that's the first time we've seen it.
Is he performing, or is he just sitting there?
He's performing.
And then she just walks past him?
She just walks past. So that's what's happening. And then we'll have a medium shot of her walking.
Why is he performing in the park and not the street? Sorry. Or somewhere where there's... Is he just performing just the music for the sake of it, or is he busking?
Busking.
Or why is he busking in the park?
Probably because like a lot of people walk
he could be doing it. It could be both. I mean, it could be either really. I mean, he could just be performing.
Well, something for you to think about, to kind of think. Because in the park, he'll just be singing it for the love of the music, where in the other one, this is kind of a side thing he does.
Yeah, I mean, it could be a side thing, because it could be either way.
Later on, we say he works at a shop. A music producer.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Why can't you do the busking first?
Yeah.
And then the music stuff. Why do you have to let the audience know straight away it's music related? So you see him doing the performance, seeing the girl, and then you realise he works in the music stuff.
Yeah, that's what we're doing the music afterwards.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm saying.
The shot with him
we're basically showing him, he's playing in the park, So it introduces, so you get the idea. But he's playing, the first shot is him playing in the park. And then it switches to him working in the shop. And then it switches back to the girl walking down, and it switches to her going close, and then the camera follows his eyesight basically. And then eventually, and then we basically then we switch back to the music shop, and we see her entering the shop when he's in the background basically. So there's no dialogue there. We could also dialogue is in like the forefront of the scene. So it'll be like obviously background dialogue. He might be attending to a customer or whatnot, or doing his own thing or whatever. And then it switches to them to drinking coffee. It could do a quick scene like that, quick cut there, and then we've got suddenly switches to him rushing to a door. The audience aren't aware, and he's like banging on the door. It's a quick cut, so it's dramatic effect. So the audience aren't really aware of what's happened, basically. And then we'll have another panning shot of him. He'll be in the same position, so cut back to the park, or if he's passing on the street, and it'll kind of be like a downhearted expression. So you could have, you always have like not an aerial shot, but we'll try and make it look like that he's an isolated figure, basically. So he's been like abandoned or whatnot, and then we'll have him in on a busy pathway or street, in which he lets out his anger, so he like bump into somebody and he starts yelling at them, and he like lets out his inner emotions, and then that fades out, and then we'll basically just finish it with the tell the anger and whatnot, and then we'll basically finish it with him like walking. We're thinking of ending with the one-liner as a text for it, not as him
Actually a voiceover.
saying it. Mm-hmm. So we'll finish it as text, and then we'll finish it with him walking away with a guitar in his hand, with the so he's like dragging his guitar along, and then we'll finish it with the sheet of paper, which is what we've done in our treatment with like their song. So we could finish with that, I don't know, on the ground or whatnot. We haven't really thought of the ending, so that's kind of basically our storyboard.
Is there any other additional things you want to add to?
You know the name of their song?
Yeah.
Should we actually like make the name of a song, and then that could be the name of the film as well?
Yeah.
I think the name of their song should be the name of our film.
Yeah.
Like we said.
Yeah.
That's true. That's definitely.
If we were to have something like that.
At the moment, the problem is you have not shown much build-up of the relationship at all. Do you see where I'm coming from? You basically give me the beginning. This is the beginning, leading into the start or the middle. But what's happening in the middle? Where's the build-up of the relationship?
We've got that coffee scene and stuff.
Is that the best build-up scene? Is the coffee scene?
Well, you've got that bit when they. I mean, we could have also.
Coffee somewhere you might go to your friends with. Where's the emotional scenes of?
Well, you
the
could have
passion for music?
We could have two scenes. We could have an additional scene when both of them are playing.
We could have a scene of them. We could have
writing music.
We could have a scene with them in you know the.
Why are they writing music together? What's driving them? What are they trying to do?
The love for music that comes together.
They just met. They fall in love. They write music. End of story. Why, as an audience, do I want to keep watching this? What are they struggling for, both of them?
Yeah, because that's why we've done that because
there's no struggles at the moment.
Yeah, we've got that bit when he's like rushing. He's like broken down. He's banging at the door. He's yelling at people.
But what does that mean? Why is he doing it?
If anything, we'll need to add scenes, but we'll have it in during scene 11. So you know when you have in the trailers when you have introduction of actual acting, like sequence of actors, and you have either the static image, or you'd have quick little scenes of like their expressions or interaction with each other.
Do you know what it is? Your treatment is very good. Your ideas are very good. You've translated it as a storyboard and script isn't the best. Okay? That's the difficulty of what I'm getting with your idea at the moment, because it's a combination of dialogue. At the moment, because you haven't got the dialogue, I can't believe in your characters, because I don't know what they're saying.
Yeah.
It's hard to believe in anything that they're doing.
Yeah.
So I think you need a combination of if you look at the storyboard, the way it's structured, you've got what your camera is doing, you've got your camera shot, you then got the action or what the actions do, then you've got the dialogue next door. Yeah. If I knew the dialogue for each bit, it might be building onto something. But at the moment I can't see their relationship building because there's no communication. And that's what I'm finding it hard to believe, because you've got scene, but I don't know what they're saying in the scene or what they're actually properly doing. The dialogue would drive that more forward. I think that's where your focus is, the dialogue.
Yeah, the dialogue. I mean, like, we've got a little bit of build. I mean, it's not. I mean, obviously the dialogue will help support it. But I mean,
don't get disheartened now, because you're at an early stage.
Yeah.
What I think you do is you've got a structure there where you haven't got is a dialogue, and the middle, the exciting bit, is lacking. The beginning, the setup's fine. It's the middle bit where you need to put a lot of focus on.
Okay.
And then the last 30 seconds of your trailer is a massive focus, because then a lot of things are happening. At the moment, I'll keep asking the question, why do I want to still watch this?
Yeah.
Based on your characters. Your characters are not going through any struggle, personal struggle at the moment. Is there something on the side that's affecting what they want to do? What's happening in the relationship? Does something happen between the relationship that causes something to be a massive thing?
Yeah.
Yeah? Or a new character gets involved that's having an influence on the relationship? Have you got another 3 or 4 characters you can be part of the music band? You've got a passion for a particular kind of music, so you bring other characters into it. Even though you've got a love story between 2, that doesn't mean you can't have other characters in
Yeah,
it.
we had that idea, didn't we? Like, where he's joined the band, then that sort of breaks them like apart. So that was our
Breaks them or supports them? Can't the band be a thing where they're the backing musicians to it, but then you've got the 2 main musician and the artist, so maybe it's something they do together, and then you've got that element of a friendship building up between 4 people as a friendship, 4 or 5. You've got a separate thing of the love relationship, and you've got multiple layers of narrative rather than just one thing going on.
It's probably because our thing was that he goes off and then she's got then child abandonment issues and whatnot. And then that's what.
She's got what?
Because in our treatment we had it like she was like her parents like left her, well, not like her father left her.
So there's issues with what happened to her as a youngster. Has she gone through some sort of care system or something?
Yeah, sorry.
Has she gone through a care system? Has she been fostered? Was she abused as a child? What happened to her to make her character a bit more interesting?
They'll probably be would not abuse. They'll probably be fostered. They'll probably be fostered.
No, but you can visually now saw it. We've got your treatment, which is good. Now it's about visualising it.
Because that's why we would have the other members. So like the main male character would go off with the other members, and then she.
But look, I'm not asking for a response now. I'm asking you questions for you to think about things. Okay? You don't have to give me an answer. I don't want it now. I want you to go out and think about these things.
Yeah. Okay.
Think about what happens at the end.
Yeah.
Towards the end, and what's the build up? What's their goal? They're getting into the music thing. What's their goal? Is it to release a track? Is it to get something produced? Is it what's driving them forward? Okay. All right.
Okay.
Last.